You know, I mean, in total, if you count high school, junior high, summer stock, Broadway, I've done 60 or 70 plays in my life. No, maybe more to count Broadway. At least 10 Shakespeares have I done in my life. I think it was very helpful on Farscape. It was very helpful because, as Lonnie points out, it's the size, but also when you're dealing with talent, you're essentially doing a soliloquy. as good as his, as good as his practical aesthetics are, his mammoth style. Talent, you're looking at me. You're looking at me. You learn valuable skills as an actor in those situations. Having said that, my drama school, and I don't know, maybe actually prepare you for television and film, where it's not the case that you're doing a scene with a person and, that's it. There's all kinds of technical considerations which come in, so for holding it in your head, the Shakespeare is good. Now, would I like to do another play? Was that part of the question? I think I would love to be back on stage. Hey, wait, I'm on stage now.
Well, put on some tights, honey, and a costume.
You wear it, they'll come. We happy for you, band of brothers. His cage sheds his love with me shall be my brother. Gentlemen in England now in bed. All things speak the popular on St. Christmas Day. It is scary what looks in the recesses of an actor's brain. Claudia?
Oh, I drive on stage. I was playing Portia in Merchant Venice during a tour.
Drive for you non-anglicized people means she forgot her lines. I never did that on Farscape, by the way. Quit bouncing, you woman!
I mean, when the curtain goes up, that's it. And with Shakespeare, unless you are brilliant, which I absolutely am not, there is little improvising to be done. You just have to find a way to get through it. The problem for me was that I drive in the middle of one of the most famous speeches Shakespeare ever wrote. I said, the quality of mercy is not strained. And then my brain started to find something, but as it was starting to find the words in the wrong order with the wrong preposition, someone in the back row went, it took us to the rain from the place beneath. It is twice blessed. And as I kept going, my internal monologue was, dear Lord, make this stop. And I haven't done theatre since I come from a musical theatre background and a theatre background. I didn't do theatre again for a very long time. I ran into someone who said, oh, remember we did that play together? I said, yeah. He said, remember that time when you completely forgot your line? And I said, you weren't with me in that play. He said, no, remember the one we did, Loose Ends by Michael Weller or whatever it was? And I said, when did I forget my line? He said, oh my God, it was devastating. What are you talking about? And he said, well, the guy you were doing the scene with completely, and then he it wasn't me actually that forgot the line, but he said, the guy you were doing the scene with completely forgot his line, screwed the whole scene up, and you were so shocked that you didn't know what to do, so you stood there silently for a minute, and then you went and walked off stage. And I swear to you all that I have no recollection whatsoever. And I thought, wow, I either suffer from narcolepsy or complete denial. And I don't think I really deserve to be on stage. But I finally, very bravely and on a whim, auditioned for improv theatre, and that's what I'm currently doing now, is improvisation. Help me get through that little mental block.
There's also that wonderful moment when you're doing schools, Shakespeare in schools, and you begin your speech, and you take a pause and you go, to be, and you hear in the distance, or not to be. That is the
It's also the state of theatre. I mean, people have gone back to sort of try and reinvigorate the theatre scene in Sydney, because it does become about, as Ben described on Broadway, bums on seats. And so you have the Blue Ridge Brigade who comes in to the matinees, and then you have the school tours, so they specifically choose their plays that they're doing for the year based on what the schools are studying, so that they know that they can guarantee an audience. And, you know, during the winter is when the sort of the season sort of is in its, you know, the crux of it, and every time you're on stage, every single performance, it's and that's all you hear. And then you have the little Hungarian couple that I manage to sit behind in every movie when I'm back in Sydney, and he's very deaf, and she has to sort of repeat it. What did he say? He said, what did he say? Live theatre.
Next question.
Okay. One of the great things about being a science fiction fan in this day and age, and thank you to all of you, by the way, for pouring so much talent and effort into what is still the best and most underappreciated science fiction show.
And it's appreciated by the right people.
Yeah, we don't really feel underappreciated.
Yeah, not at all. Around you guys.
Well, one of the great things about being a fan in this day and age is we have the vast resources of the internet at our beck and call, especially at home where we don't have to interact with other people. And you can go to imdb.com and see what other fantastic things that you guys have been doing. And I did this, this is a quick question for Claudia. I got a hold of, this way, a DVD of something called Stolen Line, which was this crazy, cool little animated project where you played I guess, a little robot that was going around. I was just curious, how did you get involved in that? What was the, origin of that little project?
Do you know Jackie Lally?
We'll talk about later on.
Sorry, I just wanted to check because I thought Lani also knew one of the director producers of the project. I received a call through my agent, an email saying that there was a project that had been written by Peter Rasmussen, who was a wonderful Australian screenwriter. And he had done a film that had opened the Sydney Film Festival, I think around 98 or 99. And so I knew of his work, and they sent me the screenplay and asked me, they said, we'd love you to play this role. We know your voice, we love Farscape, and we really feel that you would be the right voice for this character.